Hey guys, it's Plain Boss here. Welcome to another flying adventure. We are here in Kentucky at Capital City, right outside of Frankfort, Kentucky. We're heading over to KPBX, which is Pike County, Kentucky. I'm just starting the plane up right now, getting everything started here. Turn the avionics on. Be set up ready to go here shortly. So I got the fuel selected right here. Fire up our GTN 750 here and put in our flight plan real quick. Like I said, we're flying from Capital City, which is in Kentucky, right outside of Frankfort, over to KPBX. That's Papa Bravo X-Ray. Pike County Hatcher is where we want to be. Go back here. I'm gonna pull up the chart real quick. Actually, no, you know what? Just fly. Pull up the map here. Alright. I think we're all set here, ready to go. We'll be flying at 5,500. I'll go ahead and set our altitude on our autopilot here. Alright. Get some lights going here because it will be dark shortly in the cockpit if we don't. Really don't like the red lights here. Let me try to go with it. There we go. Turn our blue and white lights on. All right. You know, 1 degree of flaps. Excuse me. 1 degree of flaps here. And run our engine up here. All right, here we go. Looks like it's gonna be a nice night of flying here. We'll see how it goes. Alright, about 75, 80 knots, and we are airborne. Flaps up, gear up. Go ahead and turn our autopilot on. Select the heading. Altitude. There we go. Check out our engine here, make sure we're doing parameters. Nice even climb. Then looks good to go. So we'll fly out here, then after this our next airport will be in West Virginia, and then over to Virginia is the goal. Should be see what time it is when we land. Might do another flight tonight just to get over to closer to Virginia. Flying to Roanoke is our overall airport we're going to. Turn on my other lights here. There we go. A little bit of wind coming out of here. 7 knots. Not bad. Little bumpy here. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and just. Flaps are up. Landing gears up. Check our climb rate. It's a little bumpy here, but it seems to be climbing. Let me try to redo this real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna climb up to 5,500. Man, it's real shaky. Alright. 5,500. There. Try that. See how this works out for us. I'm still not on track though. I gotta figure out what's going on here. Flight plan. The bit lead. There we go. Should be on track now. Yep. We're at 80 knot climb out speed. Alright. Climbing through 4,300. 13 knots of wind. A little bit of crosswind here. Should be turning to get back on track. A little bumpy tonight. We do have our active sky on, so it might have something to do with that. With the wind effect. Be on some wind shear advisory soon. Alright, we're at 5,500, should be leveling out.
It's the perfect time to double down on Jimmy John.
Still a little bumpy though. Maybe we'll settle down here in a minute.
I look at people and I wonder all day, who are you and you are not the one in your way. And then I think about myself and I state, I'm a pretty boss with almost your brain waste. I'm a freak in the sheets, but I got class. I'ma grab an ass if you want it. Best you ever had.
And I'm gonna go check our map real quick. So the airport right there in front of us should be Lexington. Just off to the right here. Let's see where our destination is down here. So we're going to Pike County Hatcher Airport. Does not look like it has a VOR. Does have ILS, surprisingly. So looking at the weather there, it's clear. Wind's only 3 knots out of 160. 38 on the altimeter. So the altimeter's a little bit different. We'll set it when we get closer. Alright, let's go back up here where we're at. So there's Lexington, Kentucky in front of us right now. Definitely don't want to. So a good shot at the airport there at Lexington. Sorry, it's kind of shaky because of the wind right now.
If we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult. If we try to be a negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. If we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult. If we try to be a negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. We could be taking control. We could be taking control. We could be taking control.
So we're doing about 169, 170 knots ground speed. With the indicated airspeed of only 141, yeah, we'll call it about 150. 150 and 98 nautical miles, 34 minutes to land time. It might actually be like a tailwind pushing us. Did hear the jet stream. It's going to be a little little crazy in the next couple of days. Maybe it's pushing us right along. It's good though. Save on fuel, right? Rather have a tailwind than a headwind. So checking the airport we're gonna land at. Best runway to land on is going to be, let's see. Looking here, they're saying all runways are good to land on. So with the wind right now, so I guess we'll just take 09. Or maybe they'll, yeah, we'll take 09. Why not? Straight in approach. Should be an easy day. Let's go back over here. Procedures, approach. We'll use radar 9. Let's look for this waypoint, see if it's on the map. Genema said no. Let's see where this is at. Oh, there it is right there. Got it. Alright, we'll just use it. Look at the chart. So 4,500. It's Silum 3,200. The Gaimus. So I'm gonna write these numbers down real quick. It's always helpful to write them down so you remember them later on. So 4,500, and then Silent to Generous is gonna be 3,200. And we should be at 2,200. And then 1.5 miles to our runway. That's put us on the glide slope. So it should all work out. So I'm gonna go ahead and load the approach in there, and once we get closer we'll activate it. But right now we'll just fly that direction right now. So at least we got that program, we ain't gotta worry about it. Alright, trekking right away. Still a little windy up here at 5,500 feet. But it's clear outside anyway, so that's a good thing. Moon's out, stars are out. It's a nice night, other than a little windy. Just let's power the engine back just a little bit, I guess. There we go.
it. You ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water. Yeah,
They're
we're
showing us about
sailing.
81 miles to go.
You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries.
It's a bumpy ride tonight.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it.
Just hope it's not this bumpy when we go to land. Be pretty challenging.
I know I'm not easy. I drag you out your mind. And there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you.
Let's take a look outside a minute. Another airport over here in the distance.
Let's take it slow.
A couple of smaller airports out here.
Here's where we gotta be. You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow.
Another one way off in the distance there too.
I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Used to be so simple. Haven't got a clue as to why the world
Almost at the halfway mark already. 74 miles to go. 26 minutes.
and again we're sinful.
So much fuel I'm burning down here.
Ourselves, maybe we're hypnotized.
Them tank I'm on. The right tank, I'm gonna switch over to the left probably. There we go.
Shit's too serious, but I can't advance it. But I can't abandon.
Alright, check the map again. So we're just right outside of Mount Sterling, Kentucky here.
With our eyes wide open, we won't miss a thing that you're doing. You better watch what you keep from us before it's too late to go back. Our economy is broken. We shouldn't have to kill ourselves to serve someone else.
This is a pretty nice night over here in Kentucky. Hopefully the weather holds up and get over the Appalachians back to Virginia tomorrow. Might be able to pull off another flight tonight, depends. I think if the wind keeps up like it is, we're gonna land early, so Might start another flight. We'll see. Once we arrive there in Pike County Hatcher Airport here in Kentucky. Once we leave there, we're gonna be flying. See where our next destination is gonna be. So we go to Pike County right now, and then after Pike County, we'll head over to, let's see, what's the airport? It's gonna be Kilo Bravo Lima Foxtrot, and that's gonna bring her to Mercer County Airport. I'll pick my pen up real quick. That's gonna be Mercer County there in West Virginia, just right on the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. And then once we fly over the mountain right into Roanoke, it's probably maybe a 30-45 minute flight. So if we leave Pike County tonight, it's 67 nautical miles from Kentucky to it's like Bluefield, which is Mercer County. So that is about 25 minutes, and then from Bluff to Roanoke, which is Kilo Romeo Oscar Alpha, you're looking at 59 nautical miles, about 30 minutes. So it's doable. We can try to knock out maybe a triple flight tonight. How about that? We'll land, see what time we land at, turn the airplane around and take back off, and then maybe we get to Roanoke tonight. We'll see. We'll see how everything goes tonight. Because we're halfway right now on this flight, 61 nautical miles, 21 minutes. So, and it's 7 p.m. out here on Eastern time. I think we'll have enough time to make it. Alright, it's still a little windy, but it's kind of dying down a little bit. 19 knots of wind, 247. Be like tailwind, pretty much. Let's see how we're doing on our flight here. Might just go ahead and set up and fly to this waypoint right now, just so it's already done. Procedure. Gonna turn towards the approach here a little bit. So what we're doing now, we're going to go to Salem. That's Charlie Indigo Lima Oscar Mike. Set up for the approach into runway 9. Should be a straight in approach. So when we get up here, the top of the descent, we'll have to hold short and then be at our destination altitude of 3,200. So that's where we're at. So we still got a ways to go yet. Not too far, but a little ways. There we go. So that's where we're at. Not too far away from the airport. Matter of fact, I think we'll pass this airport up here. Let's see. Yeah, so airport straight ahead, way up there. Looks to be KROA. Yeah, KROA Airport. That's Juliet Kilo Lima. Once we pass that 16.8 miles out, we'll be atop of descent and then descend into the Pike County Hatcher Airport. So makes it nice when you got a tailwind just pushing you right along. Don't have to burn that much gas and get places faster.
Joker.
Let me check our weather. So 3038 on the altimeter. So I didn't change it. 30. 3038 on altimeter. So got plenty of fuel. I'm gonna tracking right along here. Should have KROA Airport right out to the right of us. Almost, maybe. It's probably right there. That one is closer to us. Alright, 39 minutes. Alright, 39 miles, 13 minutes to go.
Feel my heart, it's beat tight. Oh, my body's breathing, it's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beat tight. Oh, my body's breathing, it's just you and me. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall.
So we are on Eastern time now, I guess. The clock says 7:10 here in the cockpit, and actual real time here in Virginia is 7:10. So welcome to Eastern time. Kind of got spoiled flying out west. Starting to fly around 7 p.m. actual time here in Eastern time zone, and out in the west it was still light outside. I'm used to doing a lot of night flying.
Feel my heart, it's beat tight. Oh, my body's breathing, it's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beat tight. Oh, my body's breathing, it's just you and me. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall.
Alright, check the map one more time here. Should be getting close to another 10 miles to our descent. We're right outside of Hendricks, Kentucky now. So, $109.70. Let's see if we can pick up the airport. Should be 109. That's 01. 109er 70. Should be able to pick up the airport here. Alright, so our first altitude was 4,500 to enter, so I'm just gonna go ahead and probably descend to 4,500. Set the alert. Boom. There it is. Alright. So we're descending to 4,500 to enter the airspace at Silom. I think that's how you pronounce that. C-I-L-O-M. Once we hit that checkpoint, it'll be a straight into 9. Landing on runway 9. Already at 160, so I'm gonna just throttle down here. Start slowing down. I think that is our airport. Wait. Let's see if I can bring this up here for you guys. Yeah, I think this is our. I think that's our airport right there. So runway 9 should be that one right there that's in front of us. So we'll swing around and land on it. Hopefully, should be that one, I believe. So I don't see any other ones, so that has to be it. So Pike County Hatcher is just like right outside of Pikeville. So it's a real small town, not very big. It's pretty good sized airport, I guess. It got 2 runways, but it's still not a controlled airfield. That's what's nice. A lot of people go and, you know, fly these bigger airports, but I just like to fly these little airports uncontrolled, see what kind of scenery, hidden Easter eggs there are. The other day I was flying and found an X-Plane 11 sign that was hidden. Hey Frankie, thanks for the comment, man. Nice setup. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's not too bad. I've been flying this C-210 by Carenado with the rep pack on it, with upgraded GTN 750 and some other add-ons. And then I got a little nav map going up there in the corner. That's what I use with the got a special overlay for VFR flying for it, so it's really nice. So looking here, all right, we're getting ready for our approach plate. So we're down to 4,500. And then again, we'll descend to 3,200 once we get to our next checkpoint here. Yeah, that is true. I grew up on Microsoft Flight Sim way back in the day with the old early days of 95, coming all the way up through FSX, and I flew P3D a lot, and then now I'm on the X-Plane 11, and I gotta say, I've been stuck with it ever since. So yeah, most definitely right. X-Plane 11 is where it's at. Hopefully, I can't wait for 12 to launch and then be blown away with all the nice upgrade features I've seen lately on the videos and stuff. So hopefully, it won't disappoint. Alright, about 4 miles here, and then we'll go ahead and descend to 3,200 feet. Set up for this straight-in approach on runway 9.
Vertical track.
Hey Frankie, thanks for subscribing to the channel, man. Appreciate it. Alright, we're right on track, so go ahead and start our descent here. We're about slow down a little bit. Still at 115. New Microsoft 2020 is eye candy, but I prefer X-Plane for flight dynamics and feel. You're right. Dynamics is pretty awesome here. I did fly 2020 once, but the flight dynamic is more like a video game, not like a simulator, so definitely right about that. X-Plane 12 should be an upgrade for sure. You're right. From what I've seen, it's gonna have some nice features with it. Then it's coming with the SR-22. I'm looking forward to flying that airplane. I thought about buying it here for X-Plane 11, but I'm gonna wait until 12 comes out. Then I'll just buy everything all together at once. Alright, 3,200 feet. Our next one will be down to 2,200. That will take you straight into runway 9. So go ahead and set our altitude here. 2,200. Or about 2 miles, and then we'll descend again at 2,200. From what I understand, not all X-Plane 11 aircraft will work on 12. Do you know? I will miss my legacy plans. I heard some of them might work, just like there's some that works from 10 to 11, but it depends, you know, what it is, what developers gonna cross over. But I guess time will only tell. So we'll have to wait and see. But hopefully, I mean, like Zebo's out there. Hopefully that'll cross over. You know, it's a free, great airliner. I used to fly airliners, but I've just been flying GA lately. Hopefully this 210 would definitely cross over, because I would definitely miss this airplane. But I would have to buy the next edition, I guess. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and descend here to 2200. I'm gonna go ahead and put down our landing gear because we are on a 5-mile final here. Alright, everything looking good, a little bit low here, but it'll be alright. Slow down about 80 knots here. I want to slow down 2 more, let's get more power. About 1,700 feet. So go ahead and make our last descent here. Take it off autopilot and go ahead and try to land a plane here, see what happens. I'm gonna way low on this one, but that'd be alright. Oh, there we go. Right on glide slope. Oh, too high. Wind's kind of playing with this a little bit. Check out our land and see how good it is. We'll see. A little too high. Right on. Kind of floating a little bit here. Oh, 169, not bad. We'll live with that. Looking for a turn off here. The runway. I'll to see. Is there not a turn off here? Oh, there it is, right there. Alright, now we'll taxi. Oh, is this another runway? Oh. Where's the turn off at? Let me turn back around. I'm about to taxi back down this runway and see. Might have been the opposite way over here. Alright, catch up in the chat here in a minute. You can go park the airplane. I didn't see a turn off anywhere, but we'll go. Is that one right there? Might be. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna park here. We're gonna take back off in a minute anyway. So, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna chat here. I fly G8 90% of the time. I'm never to flight sim. Starting on X-Plane 11. I love it for the last 4 years. Do you ever use? Nah. Once I started X-Plane, I never looked back to P3D. I did have the when I flew airliners. I had the PDMG 737. I bought that plane. It was $120 some at the time, and now I found out that X-Plane has the Zebo mod 738, and spend all that money. Now you get a free quality pay-wear aircraft with X-Plane. I was kind of upset about it, but I love flying, you know, an X-Plane Zebo mod. So, but definitely I'm flying GA right now. It's pretty cool. I'm actually with there's a VA out there called Fly GA Club. I'm kind of established with them and fly with them all the time. It's a great group of guys. If you go to my channel, there's actually a link in there that takes you over to their VA, but it's pretty nice. It's only GA one I found out there. I like your realism. I just don't know all the rules, IFR rules. Yeah. I don't really fly too much IFR. VFR is the easy way to go, especially if I'm on a bat sim. I'll fly, you know, VFR flight because it's easier to get around. It's kind of like VFRs. There's no rules to it at all, pretty much. Just navigate and make sure you don't run into anybody. But yeah, thanks for my landing. I appreciate it. I try, you know. I don't like the ones that like -10s. You know, real light landings because it's not very real. But anything in the 100s, 200s, I think is pretty decent scores. So, all right, let's go ahead and what I'm gonna do now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and program for my next flight here. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's knock out another flight, I guess. So bring this up. I'm gonna delete all this. Yes. Add a waypoint. Okay, our airport we just landed at is going to be Kilo Papa Bravo X-ray Pike catcher. Going to Kilo Bravo Lima Foxtrot Mercer County. Go ahead, get that up. I'm gonna go ahead and program it on my nav flight plan over here. So I'm gonna type in Kilo Papa Bravo X-ray. We're going to Kilo Bravo Lima Foxtrot. Oh. Alright, got it pulled up here. Let's see. Oops. Do this over again. Let's see VFR. Change it. I don't know why nav little map has it 11,500 feet all the time, but then we're gonna go back to roughly, stick with 5,500 probably. Or you know what? Let's do, since it is in the mountains there, we'll do 7,500. Be good enough for us. So, all right. Study level is PMDG. Yeah, it's pretty nice setup they have going on over there. I don't know, the Zebo mod just, it's a fun airplane to fly. Systems are real on it, and best of all, it's free 99, right? So, all right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna change our airfield here. Kilo Papa Bravo X-ray. Got a Kilo Bravo Lima Foxtrot. Alright, let's see everything. Just changing everything up here. 67 nautical miles to their airport. Yep. So, I think we're all set up, ready to go again. Make sure I got flaps are up. Check the fuel. Oh, one thing, I gotta follow my pirate real quick. That's right, almost forgot about that. That would have not been good. So, oops. Just gotta taxi back down here and take off from the runway we just landed on. I'm driving down the access road here. Let's get back on. There's nobody around. We'll just take the cut back over the runway here. Strange airport. It's got hangars, but I don't see no turnoffs on the runway here. Oh, is that one right there? Yeah. Yeah, I'll just drive down here. Alright, true, I haven't used it in a while, but I think downloading now made me realize I just want the custom Fmod sounds, which maybe I can get different ones. Yep, maybe, I don't know, that's what I did with you know, I'm not a big fan of Carenado's sound and other characteristics they had, but I went out and bought this rep pack for this 210, and it's quite real. If you don't shut down the engine right, you can foul your spark plugs. You can, you know, It's got to change the oil every so often in this plane. If you leave the battery connected when you shut down your sim and don't disconnect the battery, then when you load up your sim again, your battery's dead in your airplane. So it's pretty real. Alright, slow down here and make a U-turn, and then we'll look to get started here. Oh, little touch on the brakes here. Actually, before I get started here, I'm gonna have to just looking at my Pirate here, trying to file it. Let me see if it'll let me. So I'm gonna have to shut down the plane and then start it right back up. I forgot about that. That's the only way you can follow Pirate. So I guess we can just shut it down right here and start it right back up. So turn off my strobes, nav lights, turn my avionics off, kill my engine real quick. Ignition off, battery up. Let's see if I can find my Pirate real quick. Yep, there we go. And flight, hit okay. So they use VA base for their VA that I'm flying with, and for their ACAR system. So you gotta shut down your engine, park your airplane, file your Pirate, and then fill in where you're going next and do it all over again. So I have the red pack for the PC-12. I need to learn how to use it. Like, yeah, you know, funny story. I used to fly the PC-12 a while back without the red pack, but the engine would always catch fire, so I couldn't go anywhere. You know, it just wasn't working. So then I started messing around with the 172, and then I ended up finding the 210. Bought it when it went on sale, and then ended up just going from there. So, but this 210's a fun aircraft to fly, turbocharged. It's pretty nice for a GA plane, you know. And then I just upgraded the 7 to the GTN 750 in it, so with the upgraded avionics makes it even more fun to fly than just having a standard 530 in the cockpit, which is not great. The other day my 750 wasn't working. I had to go back to the 530. And I was way disappointed because it just wasn't the same. So, alright, 7,500 for altitude. We'll get going here in a second. I'm almost done here. I'm gonna go ahead and start my Pirate here. Yup, got fuel, good. Alright, let's go ahead and fire this plane back up. Batteries on, turn the fuel on. Oops, gotta push everything in first. Alright, fuel. Oh, gonna get it started? Nope. Alright, it's gonna be fun. So right now it says, basically the engine's flooded, so I'll figure that out. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna do an auto start, see if that helps. So basically I just selected it's gonna do it on its own start. Hopefully get it started faster that way, instead of sitting here trying to mess with it. Yeah, that's awesome. You could flood it. Yeah, you could flood it. You could vapor lock it. You could do all kinds of stuff to it. It's crazy. Alright, so let's go to our maintenance page here and see what's going on, maybe. Cylinder 1 inspection needed. Oh, alright. So apparently it's due for its 25 It's 25-hour inspection. Oil's contaminated 10 hours before oil change, so we need to change the oil. But good news is the starter's good. Battery's good. So see if we can. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and hit accept. See if we can't get the plane started now. I'll do the inspection later. Hopefully, we'll see. Who knows? I'm gonna try the automatic engine start again. See if it works. I don't know. We'll see. And crash the desktop, but don't worry, we'll let's try this again. I have to reload everything. So give it a little bit of time. We gotta reload the sim here. It just crashed to the desktop. Sometimes it does that. I don't know if it's a rep thing or Carenado's thing, but let's see. We'll get it going here again. It's gonna take a minute to load though. So basically I use ortho scenery, so I got it on an external hard drive, so it saves room. Actually it's an 8 terabyte hard drive, and probably 6.5 terabytes filled up of ortho scenery for the United States. That's why I mostly just fly in the United States with scenery. Makes it nice overlays. Alright, let's go new flight. Start from scratch here. We are at KPBX. And I'm just gonna start on the runway. I know you're not supposed to just start on the runway, but you know what? Kind of short for time here, so we're just gonna start on the runway. That's true, it still crashes less than Microsoft does 2020, and also it crashes less than Prepare 3D. There was nothing annoying to be on the final when you run out of virtual memory on P3D and it would crash right there. So, knock on some wood. I haven't had too many crashes to the desktop lately, so that's a good thing. Yes, I do have the head shake plugin. What's funny about that, one day I had to actually turn it off because got a little air sickness going on. Being in the cockpit a windy day, it actually shakes. So it's a pretty cool little plugin they have. But yeah, I do have that. I started using ortho and it is great, just a little space consuming. You're right about that. I started putting a little bit of time on my desktop's secondary hard drive and it got filled up pretty quick, so then I had to realize. So I did some research and found out that you could go ahead and put on an external hard drive and then have shortcuts built in over referring it to from the hard drive to your main PC with the X-Plane installed. So I was happy about that. So that's what I'm rolling with right now, is external hard drive of ortho going to the main PC, and it's working pretty great, so I'm happy about that. Alright, that's why it takes a minute to load up too, because it's actually reading the files from that hard drive to the main PC, so it'll take a minute to load here, get our scenery files going. No, actually I don't have a solid state or SSD for external right now. It's just a regular Western Digital 8 terabyte hard drive. That's why it's kind of slow loading. But one day I'm hoping to upgrade to a solid state drive. Nice. We'll see. Depends. I think prices right now, looking it's kind of expensive. Hopefully they'll start coming down in price soon, maybe. Yeah, it's just taking a little bit of time to load here, but get going in a minute. I'm gonna check while we're waiting on that to load. I'm gonna go check our other airport out over here. So right on the edge of the mountains, you're looking at airport altitude is about 2,857. So VFR status right now, that's good. Wind's very minimum over there too, so that's a good thing. Alright, so we're back up and running here. Let's go ahead and try to get this plane started so we can get out of here. Alright, so oops, turn the battery on. Turn the fuel on. And there we go, we started it up. Turn our alternator on, all the lights on. Don't need a taxi light, we'll turn that off, turn the avionics on. Set our altitude. You know what, I think we'll just be alright at 5,500, so we'll stick with that. We'll go 5,500. Alright, continue, avionics, continue, that's right. Every time you start the GTN 750 it always comes up. Flight plan, we are going to K Bravo Foxtrot Lima, or no, Lima Foxtrot, Lima Foxtrot. There it is, Mercer. Map, everything's good. So, alright. Need to turn some lights on here real quick. No, not the bright ones. Where's the up there? I like the blue lights. I don't like the red lights at all, so turn those off. Do need to turn my other lights on though. Alright, where you at? There you are. Alright, turn fuel off. Feels good. Alright, cool. Think we're all set now. Now I need to set my engine back a little bit here. About 2,400 RPMs where you want to be at, maybe. Roughly around there. 22 to 23, somewhere in there. Just don't want to redline the engine, right, and blow it. Alright. Here we go. We are underway here. Alright, 67 miles over here to West Virginia. As soon as we land there. One thing I didn't check on, hopefully, let's see. Yes. Oh. Gotta check, make sure my thing started. Yep, we are flying. Cool. Alright, we are off the ground, in the air. Landing gear is up. We will set our autopilot. Oh snap. We're climbing. Alright. So climbing at 1,800 feet now. That looks good. No, I'm not European. It's a funny story. I'm actually from Texas, from Amarillo, and I've been on the East Coast of Virginia for a long time, so I kind of lost my southern accent of Texas and blended that in with the northern of Virginia. So yeah, but no, I'm not European. Alright, we are everything looking good to go here. Oops. Zoom in here. Alright, so this flight we should be there in roughly, once we come out of our climb, say we do about 140 knots, looking about a 30-minute flight. Yeah, I kind of miss, you know, flying airliners, talking about it, the Zebo 738. If you set everything up right with the FMC, you can set up for auto land, so it's pretty nice system there. I learned how to auto land it a few times. It's pretty cool. And then a couple of times where, you know, you're on final, you think the auto land's all set, ready to go, and then all of a sudden the autopilot B decides to cut off on you, and now you're not auto landing no more, so you gotta like take over the last second to land it. It's pretty fun. Alright, let's just look out the windows real quick, make sure we're on the right track here. Nice starry night with the moon out. Not a cloud in the sky. It's good. And so flaps are up. And check our airport here, see what runway we're gonna be landing on. So I'm planning it. It's always good, you know, you get in the air, set the autopilot, and you kind of look ahead and plan. You know, you got to be a couple steps ahead to decide, you know, where you're going, what runways you're gonna land on. It's not bad. Some people like to just plan at the last minute. They're on the scene like, oh, let's see what runway I should land on, and find out that they're lined up for the incorrect runway, you know. So, but that's why I like this little nav map. It tells you, it gives you so much information in there, especially if you're using Active Sky Next or, you know, NOAA radar or VATSIM. It'll tell you what your weather is, tells you what your favorable runway is. So it's pretty cool. So like at the Mercer County Airport where we're going, the showing it's a VFR 3043 on the altimeter, and favorable runways right now is all runways. So we'll see when we get there. I might just come and land on runway 23 ILS approach. Sounds like fun. So let's go ahead and just play around here, set this up real quick. I'm gonna approach for, oh look, first one, ILS 23. Let's go with, let me see here, what's a good one? Trying to find, let's see. Trying to find our waypoints here that's gonna put us right into the airport and not like take us way out of the way. But you know what? Let's do. I'll fly up to Steam. Let's do that one. We'll go with Steam. Why not? It'll take us way out. We'll be on like a 20-mile final or something like that. It'll be okay, right? Alright. Oops, did I go back there real quick? Did I yeah, see, I didn't save that. Go there. Let's do Steam. Let's go ahead and load approach. Sure. So it gives you a warning. So the GTN 750 is a Garmin product, so it will actually go in there and tell you, hey, this is not for real world navigation. This is only sim. So, which is pretty cool. Neat little toy they got going on here. All right. So you use SkyVector. I do too. I use SkyVector for flight planning before I get into the sim. But with the, if you notice, the little nav map has the actual VFR cross-sectional chart overlaid on top of it. And I found, after doing some research and how to do the maps and stuff, I found out that you can actually go in there and download off of AvSim library, and it has a couple of different ones, some overseas charts on there too, the overlays. So it pretty much has all the data right there on the chart, little nav map for you now. I used to use Sim Toolkit Pro back in the day, and then I just kind of got away from there. Went back to this nav little map because you can actually put in your patterns of the airport you're flying into, so you can do entry level patterns. I mean, there's so much information that it gives you, you know. But yeah, I love this program. That's why I went there. But yeah, I do definitely use SkyVector a lot. Originally from Tennessee, that's cool. So, oh, what's going on with our map here? Hold on. Getting distracted. There we go. Yeah. Still get that strong 16 knot tailwind, so showing 53 nautical miles, 19 minutes to the airport, which is nice. I like Texas, but never been. Yes, I want to live there one day, maybe. Yeah, Texas is really nice. It's a big state. I'm from actually North Panhandle. We do get snow in the wintertime up there. But after moving out here to Virginia, I'm just gonna like just living out here. Especially Texas, nice flat area. You know, not many trees around. Kind of West Texas desert like. But here in Virginia, not so much. We got a bunch of trees, so the scenery is nicer. But I just like living over here now. So we'll see. I might move back to Texas one day, but not anytime soon. Definitely staying in Virginia for the time being. All right. I'm kind of excited now because got one more leg after this. We'll be landing in Roanoke, Virginia, which is my home airport for the VA right now, of my general aviation VA I fly with. I haven't seen the home airport in almost going on 2 months. I've just been flying out west. I went from Roanoke, took a side trip through the United States, all the way out to the West Coast. Went up the West Coast into Canada, flew around, come back down to Wisconsin, and then we are back into the States, flying around, doing some scenery over in Denver, Colorado area. Flew to Black Hills. I was hoping that we have Mount Rushmore scenery on here for X-Planes, but they really didn't have it. Flew to Utah, trying to find the hole in the rock attraction on here. Obviously they didn't have it. Kind of disappointed, but learned a lot about the Western United States, and now I'm heading back to the East Coast for a little bit, and then I'll do some more flying around there. I'm looking forward to doing another flight down to Florida, to the Keys, maybe a Caribbean type. So we'll see. I put a lot of hours on this airplane already, so we'll have to do some maintenance when we land and hopefully fix it. So we'll see. I'm actually gonna have to climb up here soon. I'm looking at altitude here, so I'm thinking we'll climb to do about 6,500 here. Start getting in the mountains now, so just kind of planning ahead for this this arrival here. So I think the airfield looks like it's laying in a valley here with mountains on either side, so I don't know though, the highest peak I'm showing around the airfield is only like at 3,000, but there's a couple other mountains before we get there. Let's do, actually, you know what? Let's go back here. We are going to do, yeah, 6,500. 6,500 will work. Just trying to decide what altitude I want. Let's see. Actually, 65. Let's take it up a notch. There we go. Yeah, we'll just do 65. It'll work. Be kind of high, but I'm going around some mountains up here. Looks like. All right, everything's looking good. All right. Do you have the 207? I do not actually. I have got the 210. I'll fly light. I do have, I think, the Carenado 208, the Caravan, but I don't fly it as much. I do have the Cessna 172, which is, you know, it's okay airplane, but I do have the rep pack for it, which makes it kind of real. And I was started out flying that, and then the 210 went on sale, and I just got the 210 because the turbocharged engine in it. It's a little bit faster than the 172. Plus the retractable gear, you just can't beat it, you know. And then I just upgraded to the, like I said, the avionics package in this plane. I'm looking to maybe upgrade to the 650 next, because it does have the just standard what is it, a 430, I believe, whatever the one on the GTN 750 is here, but it's all touchscreen also, so I might upgrade that later on. I don't really use it, but just to have it, I guess, so we'll see. Alright, showing 13 miles to airfield, but it's gonna be longer than that because we actually got to fly north and around and then come back on the ILS approach. So the ILS is actually on the mountain side, so kind of got to go north a little bit further than the airport. But we'll actually, you know what? I might as well just go ahead and program it in while we have it. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just activate the approach now. So we can kind of fly west there, and then head back. So yeah, I do love this GTN 750 when it overlays the approach chart right onto your moving map. It makes this life so much easier. You know, you don't really have to go find the chart and figure out what altitude I gotta be at or none of that stuff, so it's all right there. I guess it takes the fun out of, you know, going and looking up all the information and looking at approach plate and figure out where I gotta be at and trying to guess, especially with the old 530 that didn't do that. You know, you can be over there guessing, okay, what approach am I doing, where I need to be, when do I need to turn, all that kind of stuff. But pretty cool. So basically looking at our chart here, so we are coming in, let me just back it up here. So we're coming in, it's gonna be northwest of the runway. I want to be at 6,000 feet right here. Coming all the way over here to steam, we'll catch the tail end of the ILS. And then we'll basically make the turn, hit the top descent, and then come straight down here to the runway. And we'll land on runway 23. So do you get the 650? Buy it separate from the 750. I have the 750. So there was a special on the website a while back. I don't know when I got the 750. I should have got the 650, but if you bought the 750, there was a coupon on there for half off of the 650 at the time. But I didn't take it up on that offer at the time, so now I gotta pay, I think, the full price unless it's on sale. I know the 750 when I bought it was on sale. Put the code in, I believe it was went from $50 to like $35 or $40. I can't remember. And then the GTN 650 was the same price. So, but yeah. I'll do some research on it and see how much I would use the 650 portion of it. I don't know, but looking at my 430 right now, right there, that is the wrong information. I just have it for looks. I don't really use it. None. I just use the 750 all the time. I don't know. I don't even know what's there. I wish you could just blank it out, enlarge the GTN 750 right there, and call it a day, you know? I don't know. Alright, let's go back here to our map and make sure we are tracking. So we got a while yet. Showing 24 nautical miles to the airport, which is not correct because I know it's further than that. But so off to our left here, you're looking at it's Key Airport. Let's see if it's out here. There it is, off the distance. It's Key Airport over there. It makes it fun when you're flying VFR too, especially during the daytime. You can just look out the window and see your reference points. So you can use the little nav map here, fly a route, look out the window and actually see the reference points and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. Kind of do some slant alpha flying, I guess that's what they call it, without use of GPS. Makes it nice. The only thing I wish with the 750 that if there was weather incorporated into it, that would have been pretty awesome. It's been brought up in the past. Is there any way to inject weather into the 750? And unfortunately, on this one with the X-Plane 11, there's not a way to do it. It's from everything I read in the forum, but maybe one day, X-Plane 12, maybe they'll bring that to the GTN 750. Maybe put some weather in there. Be nice. Have a little weather on the radar. Alright, also incorporated on the little nav map, it does show like your airport weathers, like winds and all that stuff, but if you could show precipitation, cloud cover on the actual map, that'd be pretty cool. So right now the winds are accurate using Active Sky Next. So right now where we're at, winds are 16 knots at 240 is what I'm showing on Active Sky Next right now. So bring it up here and see. So yeah, if you go over to, let me go back here. So like the weather is like grayed out right up here, so won't show weather or traffic either. That's two features is kind of like blocked out, but maybe later on Garmin will update that to interface with X-Plane 11 or even 12, so hopefully that's something they'll look at in the upcoming So we're close here. I'm gonna go ahead, we're about 22 miles to our waypoint here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go and put in, we'll set this in 5600. I'll put in 5600 just so we're right on schedule here. All right. So our airport should be, I think it might be over here actually. Maybe that airport. Check the map real quick, see. Yeah, it's off to right there. Yeah, that's actually our airport that we're gonna land at. So basically we're flying up around the north of the airfield right now. I'll come back down from the northeast, heading to the southwest to the airport. See what we got going on here. It's a 5600. No, I need to check the approach chart. That's what we need to do. Forgot to do that. So coming in 5600. So the outer marker we need to be about 4600. I'm gonna go ahead and write that down. Outer marker 4600. Come on. So another cool feature with the I noticed the other day is like how it puts the airplane onto your chart also right here. So not only in the moving map portion of it, but it actually has it on the sectional chart right here, which is pretty cool. All right. So we'll go ahead and 4600 be our next descent. And it seemed like a quick flight. I mean, it was showing, you know, 50 something minutes, but with the tailwind, it's pretty quick. It's only a 15 knot tailwind. So he's looking at our airport. Alright, so we're at 5600. Should want to descend to
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids
4600 after we make the turn.
those profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink
And then
cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything.
3300, alright.
All around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Alright. So we should be all set up here for this approach. Actually, I forgot one thing. We find the ILS oops. It's the ILS frequency here at this airport.
Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe.
117.7. So that's 117.70 transfer. Oh. There we go. Alright, so we just made the turn, so now I gotta get ready to descend to 46. Yeah, 4600 feet is where we need to be. So go ahead and start our descent. So 4600 should be lining up on the ILS approach here. So we should be coming right over the city. And then the airport dead ahead. See if I can pull off another great landing like last time. Well, it wasn't great, but a decent landing. Let's put it that way. Pulled off a decent landing last time. Maybe this time we'll have the same effect. I'm gonna start slowing down here. A little too fast. Alright, coming up on 4,600.
Down on Jimmy John.
And then we'll have to be at 3,300 for our next one, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, coming about 3,300. Showing 12-mile final here, 5 minutes to go on the clock. Go ahead and give us a notch of flaps. Airplane starting to slow down. Try to maintain about, slow down, play between about 90 to 80 knots, hopefully. Start to slow down here. 10-mile final. Looks like we're kind of on the glide slope here. Be all right. So not too much. Get a little bit more power. About 9 miles. So when we get to about 5 miles, we're gonna lower our landing gear. It's definitely gonna be fun trying to land in this wind, looks like.
Vertical track.
Oh, we're on vertical track, that's good. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and set it up for 3,300 feet. So we're 7 miles on final. 100 knots here, trying to slow down. No, I slow down when I deploy the landing gear.
try to believe in anything greater than a miracle. It wouldn't be this difficult if we try to be a negative bull. Yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah, if we try to believe in anything greater than a
Alright, 5 miles. We'll go ahead and deploy the landing gear. We're about 80 knots. Still kind of high here, so I'm gonna go ahead and descend. Take it down to 3,300 for the last couple miles here, and then we'll hit the edge of the runway. All right. Still kind of high. 4 miles. Definitely want to try to get on track. I definitely don't want to miss approach and try to go around.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean
3 miles.
baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money,
There, I'm gonna go ahead and turn autopilot off, and we'll just hand fly to the runway.
speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding
About 100 knots. Go ahead and give another notch of flaps. Try to get lined back up here, kind of off center a little bit, and high still. There we go, about 80. There we go, getting centered back up here, right on glide slope. Try to turn it back inward, still on glide slope. Kind of off centered. It's kind of hard to tell at nighttime too, like if you're on center, not on center, but kind of low. On glide slope. Up, kind of higher. Bring it down some. Glide slope. On glide slope. Up, kind of low. Gotta watch out for the trees. Over the fence. Oops. Definitely want to stall it. There we go. Huh. Native 171. Not bad. And touchdown. Oh, there's a turn off for that runway. I think there'll be another one. Let's see if there's another runway turn off down here. Go ahead and put our flaps up. I just have to do a U-turn. Oh no, there's one down here. Looks like there's a turn off down here. Let me turn on my headlight here. Yeah, there we go. So negative 171 on the landing. Not a bad landing, really, for this plane. especially with the wind. Thought it looked pretty good. So let's say I'm not a real pilot, but I don't believe in, you know, the butter landings everybody calls them, -5, 2, 1. None of that. I believe like if you're landing in -100s to 200s, you're doing pretty good. Especially airliners land around -300, so anything in the 300 ballpark is good to go too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn here and let's just go park over by hangar over here. There's some parking spots. So we'll just park it right here. Oops. Alright, I'll just shut everything down now. Turn all my lights off here. I'm gonna leave my beacon light on. Turn my avionics off. Kill my engine here. Turn my alternator off. Battery off. And I'm gonna go up here and disconnect my battery so when I start my sim next, it doesn't battery won't be dead. It'd be a good thing. Yeah. Well, I hope everybody